Hello and welcome back to the sideboard here at Star City Games, Washington, D.C. I am here with JJ Scalco with the deck that he calls Build-A-Bear. It's a rug Master Biomancer deck. So tell me a little bit about how the deck functions.
Okay, so you run Arbor Elves and Farseeks in hope to get some ramp in the early game, because you're going to be playing Master Biomancer, which is the theme of the deck. We went with the name Build-A-Bear because he quite frequently has 2 power, which is, in Magic terms, a bear, and he builds your other creatures. So it's kind of a play on words inversely. I just happen to like that name because I didn't want to call it Rug Master Biomancer. But so you ramp into your early games to get an early Master Biomancer because it's pretty much unbeatable if you slam a Hunt Master and make 2 4/4s.
Sure.
It's pretty unbeatable.
Nice.
So,
all right. So the main interaction is Master Biomancer with all of your other
everything else
creatures in the deck, particularly like Garruk Relentless and Hunt Master of the Fells, to be able to put multiple bodies into play.
You got it.
One interesting card that I saw on your deck here is Signal the Clans.
Yeah.
So tell me how Signal the Clans has been today.
So a while back in Magic, they printed a card called Aladdin's Call. It was for green and white. It was an instant tutor a creature and add it to your hand. This pretty much says the same thing, except you have to pick 3 creatures of different names if you want one of them at random. So it is like the standard version of Aladdin's Call, a little bit rebalanced. And most of the time, if you're picking cards like Huntmaster, Thragtusk, and, Wolfir Silverheart, you're probably okay with whichever one you get,
sure.
And your opponent's probably upset about whichever one you get.
Right. Fair enough. And you've got some very powerful sorceries in the deck in Bonfire of the Damned and Mizium Warders, which are good, fine as sorceries, but you also have a singleton Hypersonic Dragon.
Yeah.
Tell me about how that guy's been.
So, Hypersonic Dragon has been nothing but spectacular. In fact, I've never lost a game with him in play. He's just been absolutely stellar. The original deck was playing a little bit heavier on spells, which didn't really jive so well with Domri, so we just cut it down to the most essential sorceries, and then we thought about creatures that, could increase the game, like the clock.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hypersonic Dragon is a hasty guy, and comparatively at the same mana cost, you have Thundermaw Hellkite. So Thundermaw Hellkite is a 5/5, he taps flyers when he comes in, he kills Lingering Souls tokens, it's all fine and great, but compared to a Hypersonic Dragon, the clock is maybe 1 turn different if you've done nothing else all game,
right,
or your opponent has played no untapped Shocklands, but otherwise it's about the same. So we went with Hypersonic Dragon to further increase the devastation when you get Mizium Warders or Bonfire,
sure,
in that you can do it before blockers, you can do it after they summon a creature like Angel of Serenity and they choose 3 creatures in their graveyard and they just get to be exiled forever.
Sure.
So it's just been a real all-star, actually, for being a promo card.
And obviously, yeah, exactly, and it combos with a lot of things in the deck. It can pair with Wolfir Silverheart and attack for 8 haste.
Yeah.
And also, having only 1 red mana in the mana cost probably comes up from time to time as opposed to having the 2 because it's a base green deck.
Absolutely.
Moving over to the sideboard, we have some more interesting cards here. Rapid Hybridization.
Yeah!
Tell me about that card.
Pognify is a really good spell, especially in a format full of Boros Reckoners. That guy's ability is really difficult to deal with, and a lot of times people have decided to adapt playing Blasphemous Act so that they can just kill you. But when you turn it into a 3/3 Frog Lizard, it no longer has its cool tricks about it, and you just claim victory.
Sure, exactly. And Memory's Journey is your way to combat the Jace Memory Adept decks?
It is a multi-purpose function, actually. So mill is a pretty popular strategy when you're playing Control in general. So when they mill a Memory's Journey, it has flashback, and you can send 6 cards from your deck, or from your graveyard back, because I have run 2 of them. Additionally, when you're playing against like a Human Reanimator or just an Unburial Rites deck in general, you have the option of targeting your opponent's graveyard and shuffling away their target and 2 other cards. So they go for Unburial Rites on their Angel, and you say Angel, Fiend Hunter, and Undercity Informant go back in your deck, and they cry a lot.
Sure, fair enough. The last one I want to point out is Clan Defiance.
Okay.
That's a very powerful X spell.
Yeah!
But sort of is living in the shadow of many other X spells currently in Standard, namely Bonfire of the Damned and Sphinx's Revelation.
Yeah?
it's not quite Clan Defiance's time yet, but you have one in the sideboard.
I sure do.
What do you bring that in against?
So generally, a lot of people playing Naya or Jund mid-range are quite a fan of playing Vampire Nighthawk, Restoration Angel, and of course both of those decks are still playing Thragtusk. So I opt to bring in Clan Defiance so that you can 3-for-1 them in shooting their face. And I would like to go back to Hypersonic Dragon because earlier today my opponent had such a board that he played Olivia and had a beast from a Thragtusk that just died. I Clan Defianced him for 5 while he was at 9 life. So the Hypersonic Dragon won me that game.
Very good.
With another card, as you had pointed out.
Excellent. Well, this looks like a ton of fun to play.
Absolutely.
You draw a ton of cards off of Prime Speaker Zagana, you make giant animals with Master Biomancer. What's not to like?
Yeah, I mean, I made a Domri emblem today, and when you are throwing around 4/4 Huntmasters and Wolves and 7/7 Prime Speaker Zaganas with double strike and trample, your opponent does really just give up.
Excellent. Well, this looks like a ton of fun to play, and JJ, thank you so much.
Thank you.